Hello there, Stevos. Welcome along to Steve's weekly vlog, episode 268. It is Monday, the 24th of November, 2025. We are literally around about 30 days until Christmas Eve. 1 month today, it will be Christmas Eve. 1 month tomorrow, the 25th of November. 1 month tomorrow, and it will be Christmas Day, the 25th of December, 2025. Oh, God. Anyway, welcome to Black Friday week as well. There's a lot of supermarkets, retail shops and businesses out there, not just here in the UK, but around the world as well, that are doing Black Friday deals. They've been starting throughout this month, throughout November. And obviously, some of them do conclude this week. Some of them even conclude next week, hopefully by the time this episode of the vlog goes out. So, of course, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below whether you guys have gone and bagged yourself a Black Friday deal, whether it's a Christmas present for someone special or just a Christmas present for yourself, like an early Christmas present. Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys have bought yourself during this Black Friday in 2025. I'm definitely going to be hitting the supermarkets and retail stores here in Bournemouth across this week, as I am going to start doing my Christmas shopping for my sister and my sister's partner as well, because that is who I'm shopping for Christmas this year. Yeah, so I will talk to you more about that hopefully a little bit later on in the weekly vlog. Right now, though, it is Monday morning. It's fast approaching 9 a.m. on this Monday morning at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog, and I'm just about to go downstairs. Also, as well, I have just got out of bed and got dressed as well on this Monday morning. Yesterday, when I got home from work, I decided to put a load of washing on in the washing machine and put it on a spin cycle for 15 minutes. I have just emptied out the washing machine as this is still damp, and I'm now going to put it in the tumble dryer to dry on this Monday morning. So I've just stripped my bedding in my bedroom. Hello, Monty, by the way. How are you? You alright, Mons? Are you sniffing my bedding? Yeah, it just smells of me. That's all it smells of, Monty. That's all it smells of. No, you're not going in the washing machine, by the way. You're not being washed with my bedding, Mons. Anyway, I have just obviously stripped my bedding in my bedroom. I also had a little bit of washing from my washing basket yesterday, and my pyjamas that I wore last night, and my clothes I wore yesterday as well. That is also in this basket here, which I'm just about to put in the washing machine to wash on this Monday morning. Just about to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner last night. Just about to take my empty washing basket back upstairs into my bedroom. Just done a bottle of Zero Cola, which I'm going to put in the fridge. This is for me to take with me to work for during my break time tomorrow at work. And by the way, this is the Zero Cola bottle that I use, by the way. And look how much is left in it. Only a teeny tiny bit, which I may have to use on Wednesday when I go and get some more from work tomorrow. But I'm going to put that in the fridge so it's nice and cold, ready for me to take with me to work tomorrow morning. Just made my first flask of tea of the day. Just about to give Monty his breakfast on this Monday morning. Just about to give the fish their fish food. You guys may remember it was my birthday at the beginning of the month on the 3rd of November. My sister very kindly got me some presents, like shirts, jumpers, trousers, some gloves as well, Super Mario Galaxy on my Nintendo Switch, and she also got me this hat as well. And you may have seen me throughout this month, throughout the last couple of episodes of the weekly vlog, wearing this hat whilst I've been out and about and stuff like that. Well, I took my hat off yesterday, and guess what? There's a hole right in the bottom of my hat. I don't know how this even happened, by the way. Genuinely do not know how the hell this even happened, but there is a hole in the bottom of my hat. I don't even think this is intentional either. I don't think it is. I mean, yeah, but either way though, there's a massive gaping hole in my hat. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can still probably get away with wearing it. It just means that there's a massive hole in the top part of my hat, which you know, is just a bit weird. So there we go. So yeah, so as much as this has been keeping my head warm for the last few weeks whilst I've been wearing it, but I don't know how long this hole has been in this hat for, but I don't know. But I only noticed it yesterday. I don't know. But anyway, well, I just thought I'd let you guys know, because, yeah, I just thought it was very weird. When I took my hat off yesterday, I was like, oh, God. You know, my hat's got a massive hole in it. How the hell did that even happen? I don't even know. Filming this scene of the weekly vlog, it is the 24th of November 2025. By the time this episode of the weekly vlog does hit YouTube, it's going to be Monday the 1st of December 2025. Welcome to December, everyone that's watching this in real time. But that means that 1 week today, it is the beginning of December, which means 1 week today, we do start officially counting down the days until Christmas. Very scary, by the way, the fact that we're getting so close to Christmas and the fact that we're getting so close to the end of this year as well. But that does also mean that there's going to be some Christmas content coming to my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on in this episode of the weekly vlog in regards to my 12 days of Vlogmas. But what I do want to talk about is a feature that has featured quite a bit on my weekly vlogs over the last few years before the 12 days of Vlogmas episodes have begun. And this year, it's no different, because I am indeed bringing back the Advent calendar to the weekly vlogs in December on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, okay? So obviously there will be scenes starting from next week's episode of the weekly vlog where I'll be counting down the days until Christmas, which means every day that goes by, I'll be opening up my Advent calendar with you guys and showing you which chocolate I have got in today's Advent calendar door as the weekly vlog episode goes on. So you're probably now wondering, well, what Advent calendar did you go for this year? Well, I can officially tell you the Advent calendar that I have gone for this year is indeed the Maltesers Advent calendar. That's right, I've got a Maltesers reindeer Advent calendar, and that is going to be every day from the 1st of December right through until the 24th of December. The 24th of December one, by the way, is a really big door, so I'm wondering what's behind that big door. But we won't know that, though, on the 24th of December. We won't know that until we get to Christmas Eve, of course. But I've had this, though, on the side, on the kitchen side, for probably about a week now, or just about a week and a half, and I've been so tempted to open some of these doors, but I've been very good, been on my best behaviour, not opened any of the doors yet, and I'm going to continue to wait for another week until we get to December before I open my Advent calendar doors from the 1st of December onwards. So I just thought I'd show you guys the Advent calendar that I do have this year for 2025 that I will start opening from next week's episode of the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, when we get to the 1st of December. I'm not sure if I've ever spoken to you guys about these tablets that I take. But about a month and a half ago now, I actually was down the health and beauty aisle in my work because I was having some stomach issues and stuff. And I genuinely do think actually these are actually helping a little bit with my stomach issues. But I basically went down the health and beauty aisle and was like, what if I was to take some vitamin tablets? Maybe that might help me a little bit. So I've actually picked up, this was about a month and a half ago now, I picked up these Bassett's vitamins. These are obviously for adults. They're multivitamins, and obviously it gives you a bit of an energy boost because it's got vitamins B2 and B12. It supports the immune system as well, which obviously is vitamin D. It's really good for your teeth as well because there's vitamin D in it, which obviously helps support healthy teeth. It's got vitamin A, which helps support healthy vision as well. And obviously it gives you a good hormone balance as well. Vitamin B6 supports balance of hormonal activity. Well-being as well. Vitamins B6 and B12 support normal psychological function. Bones and muscles, vitamin D helps absorption of calcium and helps support healthy bones and muscle functions. It's really good for the skin as well. Vitamin A helps support healthy skin. Vitamin C helps collagen formation for healthy skin, and vitamin E is an antioxidant as it contributes to the protection of cells from oxidative stress. The nervous system, it's really good for that as well. And again, energy, it gives you a lot of energy as well, which is great. So I've been taking these. I've taken one packet already. So you take one a day. You don't take more than one, because if you take more than one, then you're going to be on the toilet for a very long time. It does cause a laxative effect if you were to take more than one, as suggested on the box. I haven't done it myself, before you all ask. No, not done that myself, but it says it on the box. Forms a laxative effect, therefore you'll be on the toilet for a very long time. So I've taken one packet already, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12. It says 12 in each packet, and basically all you do, take one out a day. And it's basically like a Bassett sweet, if you've ever had one of them. You know, it's very juicy, very lovely as well. I kind of wish that you could be able to have more than one a day, but obviously you have to go by the guidelines on the box. But yeah, I just genuinely think that it is really good to have a multivitamin tablet, because yeah, you do get your vitamins. Some vitamins are more important than other vitamins. Some vitamins you may get, some vitamins you don't get. This basically supports all the vitamins that your body does genuinely need on a day-to-day basis. You know, obviously I used to have these, believe it or not, when I was a kid. They do have a kid's version of these, which are obviously ideal for children. These ones here are ideal for adults. You know, I do remember my mum used to give me them when I was a kid. I don't know why she stopped giving them to me. I don't know, but maybe there was a vitamin or something that I was lacking, therefore I needed to take them when I was a kid. But yeah, it's just something that I picked up about a month and a half ago. These costed me around about 13 quid. You get 60 in a packet, 60 in a box, therefore they last you 60 days. So for 13 quid, that's actually not too bad, to be honest. So the first load of washing is done out of the tumble dryer, all nice and dry, and I've folded up neatly into my washing basket right now. So I'm about to take that upstairs and put it away neatly in my wardrobe upstairs in my bedroom on this Monday morning. The same time as the tumble dryer had finished drying my first load of washing, the washing machine has done a wash for my bedding, and I've also put it on a spin cycle as well for another 15 minutes just to help dry my clothes a little bit better. So it doesn't need as much of a dry in the tumble dryer, which takes less time for it to dry in the tumble dryer once it's in there. But that's now done as well, the spin cycle in the washing machine for my bedding. So I'm about to take my bedding out of the washing machine and stick it into the tumble dryer to dry on this Monday morning. It is Monday afternoon. I've just been upstairs and I've just scheduled and uploaded last week's episode of the weekly vlog, which obviously is available for you guys to watch right now on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So if you've watched this week's vlog but not seen last week's, then check it out. Why not? And I've also been listening to some music upstairs in my bedroom whilst I've been doing that as well, from Lady Gaga, Lily Allen, bit of Marina, and a bit of Ollie Murs, and Madsen Beer as well. So I was listening to that on Apple Music. And also as well, by the way, I've also taken my medication with my bottle of juice, orange juice that I've got upstairs in my bedroom as well. Now, I've not had any breakfast this morning, and it is technically lunchtime now. It's just gone midday on this Monday, and I have also had a second flask of tea, and I have just made my third flask of tea of the day. There it is, right there. That's my third flask of tea, and I'm going to have some cereal for my breakfast / lunch this afternoon, which is a bowl of chocolatey square cereal. I have taken my bedding out of the tumble dryer and the rest of my clothes that I had in the tumble dryer with my bedding. I put my clothes neatly away in the wardrobe where they belong in my bedroom, and I've also put my bedding back on my bed ready for me to get into bed later tonight. Just made my peanut butter sandwich, which I'm going to be taking with me to work for tomorrow for my break time. So I'm going to sit this in the fridge, ready for me to take out and put in my work bag tomorrow morning when I'm getting myself ready to go to work. So I am outside in the back garden on this Monday afternoon as I'm just about to give the rabbits some fresh water in their water bowl and give them some food pellets as well in their food bowl. So I'm just chucking away the water that was already in their bowl. The weather today, by the way, cannot make up its mind. 1 minute it's like really sunny and it's blue skies, then the next minute you just have this really dark cloud coming over as if to look like it's going to like tip it down with rain and stuff like that. So the weather just cannot make up its mind today, which is a little bit sad because I am meant to be going out very soon. I'll tell you where I'm going off to in a few moments, but yeah, hope and pray that this weather does get better. Anyway, I'm going to give the rabbits their food and their water now on this Monday afternoon. Just done the rabbits a salad bowl which consists of celery sticks, some baby gem lettuce, carrots and cucumber, which I'm about to go outside into the back garden and put it into their hutch for them to eat right now on this Monday afternoon. Just topped Monty's water bowl up with some fresh water on this Monday afternoon. Currently in the bathroom on this Monday afternoon as I'm just about to have a shower, shave, brush my teeth, clean my ears out as well and get dressed again on this Monday afternoon. I've also now got a phone call, so I'm going to answer this phone call as well. Just as I stopped that part of the vlog, I looked at my watch to see who called me. It was an international number. Yeah, I'm not answering that. I just saw it on my watch. I haven't got my phone on me because my phone's on charge, but I just saw it was an international number. Yeah, I'm not answering it. It's obviously a scam call. Anyway, shower time for me right now on this Monday afternoon. So, I am outside and I'm walking up to the bus stop. I'm going to catch the M1 bus, more bus, over to Branksome in Poole, in Dorset, because I am going to play a couple of games of bowling with my support workers and a couple of their clients as well today. So that is what I'm off to do right now on this Monday afternoon. So it is Monday night, by the way. It's just gone 6:30 and I have just got back from bowling with my support workers and their clients as well. Obviously, I can't film me doing bowling or anything like that with my support workers and the clients because of confidential reasons and stuff like that. So I weren't able to film any of bowling, but you know, if I could film bowling, then I definitely would, you know. However though, if I just take my hat off for a second, bosh, look at that. I got a strike. That's right, everyone. And then the guy that was like serving us and talking to us from behind the counter, he gave me a sticker to say that I got a strike. So there we go. I got a strike on one of my games. We did 2 games. So we split ourselves into teams of 4 because there was 8 of us, including my support workers in that as well. So yeah, so anyway, it was really good, really fun, really enjoyable. Had a great evening. Anyway, I am now just about to go upstairs and get into my pyjamas on this Monday night. So I've just made myself a flask of tea in the air fryer. I have got something on in the air fryer and I'll show you what I've got for dinner in a few moments. And in the washing machine, I've just taken out the mats, the bathroom mats and the bathroom towels as well, and the clothes that I wore today as well. I've stuck that in the washing machine and I'm just about to put the washing machine on. I'm not going to put all of this in the tumble dryer tonight because the tumble dryer has been on quite a bit today anyway. So I'm going to put this stuff that's in the washing machine tonight, I'm going to stick it in the tumble dryer tomorrow when I get back home from work. So it is Monday evening, by the way. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I was a lot more further up for some bizarre reason. Anyway, Monday evening, and I've just done my dinner, so I'll show you what I've got for my dinner this evening. when it decides to go all the way back down there. There we are. Dinner this evening, I've got a ham and a chicken, ham and leek pie from Pucker Pie. I've also got a lot of chips as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat all these chips, but we'll soon find out. And I've also got some baked beans and some sausages as well. Drink, I've gone for a Pepsi strawberry and cream can, which I've got from the fridge. And over on my iPad, over on Disney Plus, I can finally catch up with some TV shows that I've needed to watch today, but I haven't watched yet. So I'm going to go through all the TV shows that I'm going to watch in the next part of the weekly vlog. But I'm going to catch up with this week's episode of The Simpsons over on Disney Plus on my iPad as well. Over on BBC iPlayer now on my iPad, just about to catch up with today's episode of EastEnders. Just about to catch up with today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my iPad. Just about to watch the first 25 minutes of this morning's Chris Moyle show on Radio X via YouTube on my iPad. Just about to watch this week's episode of Off the Hook on YouTube on my iPad. This week it's Daz and Will Dry to Finish Peak. Don't know what that means, but I'm about to find out right now as I'm about to watch this on YouTube on my iPad. The final video that I'm watching for this evening on my iPad via YouTube is a video from Gabby Thompson. She uploaded a brand new video on her channel this morning, which I did get notified on my phone, and I have been meaning to watch this all day today. And I finally got round to watching it at 10:20 on a Monday night. But I'm going to watch this for the next half an hour. It's Gabby Thompson with Things Did Not Go to Plan over the last few weeks. I'm intrigued to see what things didn't go to plan over the last few weeks. I absolutely love her as a content creator, and her videos are amazing. Been supporting her channel for the last couple of years now. Anyway, I'm going to watch this video right now on YouTube on my iPad on this Monday evening. It is just gone 11 o'clock on this Monday night, and I'm just about to give Monty his nighttime food on this Monday night. In my hand, in my bedroom right now on this Monday night, I have got my medication and I've also got some orange juice. So I'm just about to take my nighttime medication with this bottle of orange juice, and then after that I'm going to pack my medication into my bag so that I can take my morning medication just before I go on my break at work tomorrow morning when I'm at work. Monday night, I've just been to the toilet, brushed my teeth, and I've just put my phone and iPad on charge. And now I'm just about to turn my light out and get into bed. It's now 11:15 and I've got work in the morning. So from me, it's good night, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of this week's episode of the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, and it will be Tuesday. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday afternoon. I did take my vlogging camera with me in the hope that I would have filmed me walking to work, but that weren't the case. It was too cold for me to film this morning. Like, honestly, I feel like if I had my camera in my hand for a little while, then it would have been literally, my fingers probably would have fallen off my hands. Anyway, it is Tuesday afternoon. I have come home from work. I did stay on a little bit today because at work we've started to get some of our Christmas stuff in. So, like, for example, like the pork joints, the gammon joints. You know, we tend to have a lot more gammon joints and pork joints at Christmas time and stuff. And there was a lot of them today, so obviously I decided to take it upon myself just to stay on for an extra hour, just so it gave me a bit more time, really, just to put them all out where they needed to go and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm now back home. I have just got out my work uniform, and I've just opened the utility room door where Monty is staying at the moment. And I'm just letting him have a little bit of a roam around the kitchen and the dining room as well, letting him stretch his legs, because obviously the utility room is quite a small room anyway. And I've just picked up his bowl. I've just put some dry food into his bowl because that needed topping up with dry food. And I've got his box of pouches right here, so I'm about to do him a pouch as well, and then I'm going to stick it on the little table that's just over there for him to eat. well, for him to eat his food, I guess. So that is what I'm up to right now on this Tuesday afternoon. Earlier in the weekly vlog, you may remember me saying that I put the bathroom towels and mats and all the clothes that I wore yesterday and stuff into the washing machine to be washed. Well, it's obviously been washed in the washing machine, so I'm just about to go into the utility room with this basket and put it all in the tumble dryer to dry on this Tuesday afternoon. So I have just made myself a flask of tea, as you can see here, and I'm also going to have some biscuits as well, some rich tea biscuits to go with my flask of tea. And over on YouTube on my iPad, I'm just about to watch the first 25 minutes of today's The Chris Moyle Show on Radio X on YouTube on my iPad. Just about to catch up with today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer on my iPad. Over on ITVX on my iPad, I'm just about to catch up with last night's episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Tuesday night, just done my sandwich, ready for me to put in the fridge and take with me to work tomorrow morning, which I will pack in my bag when I wake up and get myself ready for work tomorrow morning. Tuesday evening, upstairs in the bathroom, just about to have a shower, shave and get dressed. So, it is Tuesday night, by the way, and I have obviously got out the shower. I got changed back into my clothes, my normal everyday clothes, and I was expected to have a support session this evening with my support worker. However, though, he's had to cancel my session and reschedule it. Instead, we're going to meet up on Sunday and do something on Sunday for our support session. After I finish work, he's going to confirm the time with me later this week as to when we are meeting. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've just done basically what we were going to do during our session tonight anyway, which was just basically go up to Castle Point and go to Asda to go and get something for dinner, because I've got nothing in for dinner. I do need to make a list, actually, of things that I need to get tomorrow after my shift at work, because I'm starting to run out of things. I need toilet roll, I need tea bags, I need bread. You know, there's quite a few things that I need to get tomorrow when I finish work. So I will definitely make a list, I think, before I go to bed. So I went up to Asda in Castle Point and I did go and get just what I need for dinner tonight. Some baked beans, some chips, and I'll show you what I have got in the air fryer in the next scene of the weekly vlog. I'll show you guys what I've got for dinner tonight in the next scene of the weekly vlog. I also picked up some Zero cola, but it's cherry flavoured as well, because I do enjoy that in Asda. I do enjoy the Zero Coke cherry bottle of Coke, which is like 80 pence. It's their own brand. So I did actually see cream soda, believe it or not, which is 82 pence in Asda. And part of me is kind of debating whether to start drinking cream soda instead of like cherry cola, just to kind of switch it up a little bit, I guess. So yeah, so I don't know. And I also picked up some custard donuts as well, which was in the reduced section in Asda. I picked them up for 39 pence. So that weren't too bad. That was quite a good saving there. So yeah, so that's all I picked up in Asda in Castle Point tonight. And like I say, I'm going to obviously go and do a bit of a shop tomorrow after I finish work. You know, because I am starting to run out of things like food and some everyday essentials. Like I said, tea bags, toilet roll, all of that kind of stuff. So I definitely need to go and get some more of that tomorrow when I finish work. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll wrap this part of the vlog up here. I'll show you guys what I've got for dinner in the next scene of the weekly vlog, and I'll also show you guys what I'm watching this evening on my iPad as well in the next scene of the weekly vlog on this Tuesday evening. I don't know why, but there's some sort of burning sensation going on my side, like on my stomach, on my side. I don't know why. I don't know why there's a burning sensation going on there. Oh, anyway, I have got dinner. I'll show you what I've got for dinner tonight in just a sec. But first, though, I am going to start off watching Christmas movies. And I'm going to start off with a brand new one over on Netflix on my iPad. This is called A Merry Little Xmas. So I'm going to watch that now on my iPad. This is my drink, by the way. I've got another strawberry and cream can of Coke. Or can of Pepsi, sorry, out of the fridge, which I'm going to drink. This is my dinner tonight, by the way. There does seem like an awful lot there, I'm not going to lie. I've got chips, I've got baked beans and sausages, and I've also got a mixture of chicken thighs and, southern fried chicken thighs and southern fried chicken drumsticks as well. So that is going to be my dinner tonight as well on this Tuesday. Good morning all, it is Wednesday morning, halfway through the week, halfway through this week's episode of the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Obviously I've just got back home from work. I did pick up some bits when I finished my shift at work. I picked up some more toilet roll because I needed toilet roll. I picked up some mixed veg, some chips, some fish cakes, and I also picked up some sausages, some sweet potato as well, and some grated mozzarella cheese as well, because I think this weekend when I do my sandwiches for my break time at work, I am going to do grated mozzarella cheese sandwiches, because I do love mozzarella cheese sandwiches. They are so good, especially grated. So that is. Oh no, I also picked up some tea bags as well because I needed some tea bags. The only thing that I did not pick up on my shopping list that I had on my shopping list was bread. So I am going to pop out a little bit later on anyway. So I am going to pick up some bread, I think, whilst I'm out and about. But that's the only thing that I didn't pick up on my shopping list that I needed to pick up. So I have just come back home. I've got out of my work uniform. I have just given Monty his morning breakfast as well, morning meal, his first meal of the day out of 2, and I've also just given I've given the fish their fish food as well in their fish tank. And of course, I have put all the shopping away where it needed to go as well. So that's what I've been up to so far since I've come home from work on this Wednesday morning. Made my first flask of tea since coming home from work on this Wednesday morning. Nearly Wednesday afternoon. It's nearly 12 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Nearly Wednesday afternoon. And as you can see, I'm out in the back garden at the moment. It's lovely and sunny. It's blue skies. There's a few clouds around, but other than that, it's very lovely, isn't it? I'm outside in the back garden right now as I'm just about to clean out the rabbits' litter tray and their hutch, give them some food, give them some water as well. And whilst I'm out here as well, clean out the rabbits, once I've done that, I'm also going to clean out Monty's litter tray as well, give that a good wipe over, and then put some fresh litter and a fresh bag down in his litter tray as well. By the way, I've got to make the most of this sunshine right now whilst I'm out in the back garden, because a little bit later on, it's apparently, according to the weather, it's meant to change. And we're meant to have rain later on this afternoon going into this evening. So I thought I'd better get out here and clean the rabbits, clean Monty's litter tray out right now before it starts to rain. About to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner last night. And speaking of dinner last night, by the way, I didn't eat all my dinner. I ate a couple of chips, but I could hardly eat the chips. And I ate all the sausages from the baked beans. I ate probably about half of the baked beans, but then by the time I finished eating all that chicken, the southern fried chicken drumsticks and thighs, I was pretty much full up, to be honest. So yeah. Also as well, what was really annoying was in between my front tooth and this tooth here, I had a piece of chicken just stuck. It kind of lodged itself in between my two teeth. It was so annoying. I managed to get some of it out by obviously swirling some water around my mouth. Some of it, so it managed to dislodge that way. But then the rest of it managed to dislodge itself this morning when, before I went to work, I brushed my teeth. And the rest of it managed to dislodge itself then. But, that was a little bit of a nightmare, not gonna lie. Hello, Monty. Hello. What are you sniffing? What are you sniffing, Monty Cat? What are you sniffing? Where are you going? Anyway, I am now just about to empty out the recycling bin outside in the front garden. Revealed in my weekly vlog earlier, I picked up 5 custard-style donuts yesterday in Asda when I was at Castle Point. So I'm going to have that with my flask of tea and over on YouTube on my iPad when I can centre it properly. I'm going to watch the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X on YouTube on my iPad from this morning. Click into YouTube on my iPad and I'm going to watch this video, which is what was it like working on the official Nintendo magazine. This guy in the thumbnail, by the way, is one of the reporters, journalists, Chris Scullion. And believe it or not, years and years and years ago, I used to collect Nintendo magazines, official Nintendo magazines. I used to collect them until, I'd say probably at least about 6 months, 8 months before they ceased operating, before they ceased no longer doing publications on their magazines and stuff. Obviously, with things going online and all of that, like gaming news and stuff going online and stuff, obviously, they decided to cease the publication for official Nintendo magazine, which is a shame, to be honest, because I absolutely loved it. And that guy in the thumbnail that I just showed you, I have, reached out to him on Twitter over the years and stuff like that. And I do remember, actually, I think it was around the time before they were closing down their office and stuff. This guy had so much Nintendo memorabilia in his office and he was getting rid of it, he was giving it away to readers and stuff like that. And I think I do remember, I didn't get anything, sadly, because he was running a competition, but I didn't get any of his memorabilia from the official Nintendo magazine office. But I just remember, I think he did 1 or 2 of these giveaway kind of things, where he was giving stuff away from his office. And it was all Nintendo memorabilia, and it was stuff from even around the world as well, because obviously with him being a journalist, being a gaming journalist, obviously he does travel around the world, places like New York, LA probably, even Japan as well and stuff like that. So he had loads of Nintendo memorabilia to give away when their offices were closing down. But yeah, I remember collecting official Nintendo magazines when I was younger. There were times as well in the magazines where I used to get freebies as well. So Nintendo memorabilia and stuff like that. So it was really, really nice, really awesome as well. One of the best magazines that I used to read and collect for a very, very long time. But anyway, I am now about to watch this guy for about 10 minutes on YouTube talk about what it was like working for the official Nintendo magazine on this Wednesday afternoon. We're on BBC iPlayer on my iPad, just about to catch up with today's episode of EastEnders. About to watch today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my iPad. Just about to catch up with last night's episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here right now on ITVX on my iPad. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday afternoon, by the way. And I have not vlogged anything right up until now. I woke up this morning. I'm not going to lie. I am struggling a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It is a bit of a struggle. I feel as though at the moment I am staring Christmas in the face at the moment. And it is going to be very, very difficult for me and my sister this year for Christmas, because despite the fact that we are going out on Christmas Day to have Christmas lunch and all of that together, and obviously we're still going to do Christmas as normal, or as normal as can be, we're still going to exchange Christmas presents and all of that kind of stuff. But I just feel as though at the moment, and it's been more so this week, I just seem to have these odd moments where I'm just breaking down in tears. It's just over the fact that, that I'm not going to be able to celebrate Christmas this year or going forward with my mum, you know, and they always do say that, you know, like your first Christmas, when you're grieving, your first Christmas without your loved one is the most difficult. And then, you know, afterwards, as the years go on, Christmas does get a bit more easier for you to celebrate, you know. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be in the festive spirit this year. I'm still going to celebrate Christmas as best as I possibly can, given the circumstances and all of that, you know. Of course, I still want to go down to Christmas Tree Wonderland in Bournemouth and the Poole Christmas Trail as well in Poole, and do some filming and show you guys all of that, you know, and stuff. But, you know, I just feel like at the moment it's kind of hitting me quite a bit that this is going to be my first Christmas without my mum, you know, and that's what's making me break down in tears quite a lot, you know. So it's just trying to navigate, you know, my life, like Christmas without my mum, you know. I know that, you know, I am going to be seeing my sister and her partner over Christmas, and I know that they're probably going to try and make it as great as they possibly can. And again, I do appreciate them because they have given me a lot of support over the course of this past year, you know, and stuff. So I do appreciate them a lot. But, you know, I did do a story earlier on Snapchat this afternoon, actually, where I was just saying about how this Christmas is going to be a little unusual for me because, you know, by now, me and my mum, we would start planning on me getting up the ladder, going up into the loft and getting all the Christmas decorations, the Christmas tree and all of that out of the loft and getting it ready, prepared. Because I reckon probably next weekend we would have got the Christmas decorations up around the house, like in the living room, in here, in my bedroom and all of that kind of stuff, you know. We would have done that. But this year it's completely different. No Christmas tree is going up. We're not really putting it, obviously I'm not going to go up in the loft and get any Christmas decorations down, you know. There are some Christmas decorations up in the loft actually that are mine, which I would like to go and get out of the loft, but I don't think that's going to even be possible. You know, so yeah, it is going to be a very different Christmas this year for sure. And I think I did mention that maybe about a week or two ago in my weekly vlogs, that this Christmas is going to definitely be a lot different than last Christmas. You know, and next Christmas it will be better. Like, it will be better, you know. I will be able to have a Christmas tree up. I will be able to have Christmas decorations up and around the place as well. You know, so this time next year things will be a lot better and things will be a lot more different compared to this year, that's for sure. But nevertheless, though, I'm just going to say it now, you know, that I have gone out to B&M this afternoon. I went out to the pharmacy to go and pick up some medication and also some toothpaste that my dentist prescribes me with. So I managed to pick that up today. And I also went over to Mallard Road Retail Park in Bournemouth to B&M because I went to go and get some... I unintentionally, it wasn't my intention, but there was a couple of Christmas presents that I decided to pick up for my sister and her partner for Christmas, as I've started doing my Christmas shopping this week. So there's a couple of bits I managed to pick up for them. And I also decided as well, because I went down the Christmas decoration aisle, I was like, look, even though there are Christmas decorations in the loft, and obviously I'm not going to be able to go up and get them and bring them down and put them up this year, I've decided instead that I'd go out and buy a couple of Christmas decorations for me to put in, like, the dining room / kitchen area. Now, there's only 2 items that I've managed to pick up, and if I turn my camera around I will show you them now. So this is the first thing. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I picked up this Santa Claus, like a miniature Santa Claus that's just sat here on this unit, And as you can see, it's got like a little bag as well on the back. There we go. So yeah, honestly, I really did like the look of that. They did have a much bigger one, but I was like, you know what? No, get the smaller one. This only costed me £8 in B&M, so not bad. And then if I go over to the wall in the dining room, I've this hook, by the way, was where my mum used to put all of her like her yearly calendars, her annual calendars on them. So obviously the hook is still on the wall. So I managed to put this Santa on like this on this wreath on the wall. And again, you know, he's got a bag on his back. He's got a little teddy bear that he's holding on to as well. I thought it was quite cute, to be honest. And again, that costed me £12 in B&M. So yeah, so there we go. So that is what I did buy from B&M today, as well as my sister's Christmas presents and my sister's partner's Christmas presents as well, which obviously I'm not going to show you guys. But yeah, I just know that, you know, despite the fact that this year Christmas is going to be very different, I still wanted to do a little bit of, I wanted to do something festive for Christmas, you know, and there is actually something that I did find in B&M actually, which I do want to do, even though it is battery operated, admittedly, and I do need to find a screwdriver, and I also do need to find, I don't know whether it takes AA batteries or AAA batteries. If it takes AAA batteries, then I need to go and get some AAA batteries. If it takes AA batteries, brilliant, because I've got AA batteries in stock. But I have seen in B&M, they do have like these miniature Christmas trees, which do light up. They are battery operated though. And I was thinking maybe just see if I can get like a mini Christmas tree and stick it maybe in the middle of like the dining room table or something like that, you know, because again, I do tend to use the dining room quite a bit, more so than I do my bedroom now, believe it or not. You know, and I thought maybe I could, you know, maybe just have like a little mini Christmas tree on the dining room table, which lights up, which obviously I'll just put the light on in the evening. So, but yeah, they had a multicolored light one actually, in B&M, which was for £20. So I'm thinking of maybe getting that if I can, and then using that. So, just as like kind of a make-do Christmas tree this year for Christmas 2025. And then next year, obviously, I'll be in a better place and I'll be able to have a proper Christmas tree, hopefully, and decorate it with baubles and Christmas tree lights and all of that, if it's not already pre-lit, that is. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'll show you guys the Christmas tree if I do get it, if I do pick it up. I will show you guys, maybe in next week's episode of the weekly vlog or something like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I did also suffer a nosebleed as well this morning. That was also what I was going to say. So I ended up breaking down in tears this morning as I woke up because it felt really emotional missing my mum. And sometimes there's actually a few posts that I'm coming across on TikTok lately as well, where it's talking about losing your mum and, you know, point of view, you've lost a loved one and it's Christmas time and all of that kind of stuff. So really, TikTok isn't actually helping me mentally at the moment either with some of these reminders, you know, that, you know, this is my first Christmas since losing a loved one. So that's not really helping me mentally, to be honest. Oh, my sister's calling me. Give me a second. My sister was just saying to me that there's parcels that are being delivered and I need to keep an eye out for the parcels. Anyway, my sister is actually going to come over in a bit to have a look at one of my mum's rabbits, because I went outside earlier and I don't know whether it's stress. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's going on. But one of my mum's rabbits, I don't know whether it's Daisy or Snowdrop, one of the two, has now got has got no fur in one part of her neck, like at all. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's stress. I mean, we have just had bonfire night, and I don't know whether it's because of that, or I just genuinely don't know. So my sister's going to come over and have a look at that in a little bit. Also as well, so obviously, as I was saying before, I did suffer a nosebleed this morning whilst I was breaking down in tears. Like, I just literally, my face was just full of blood, from a nosebleed. And weirdly, the blood was coming out of this nostril here, which a couple of months ago, I had a couple of weeks worth of nosebleeds out of the same nostril. So I don't know. And again, it did tend to happen when I was like breaking down in tears and crying. There was even the odd moment here and there where I then suffered a nosebleed as well, even when I wasn't crying. So yeah, that was just very weird, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. I'm just hoping and praying that I don't have any more nosebleeds. I haven't had any more nosebleeds since this morning. But I'm just hoping it was just the one-off, and that's it. Anyway, it is now Thursday afternoon. We're coming up to 20 to 4 now on this Thursday afternoon. I've basically caught you up on everything that's happened today. I've caught up with the first 25 minutes of Chris Moyles on Radio X from today. I've caught up with today's episode of EastEnders as well on BBC iPlayer. The only thing that I have not yet caught up on is last night's episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here over on ITVX. So I'm going to watch that right now on my iPad on this Thursday afternoon. So it is Thursday night, by the way. This is my dinner. Big dinner. I've got 6 sausages, a lot of sweet potato mash, not going to lie, more than I kind of anticipated, and a lot of mixed veg, which again, more than I anticipated. But anyway, I am very hungry, not going to lie. So that is my dinner for tonight. Sausage, sweet potato mash, and some mixed veg. On my iPad, I'm currently rewatching the film Thanksgiving, because today over in the States, it is officially Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all those who have celebrated Thanksgiving over in the US. And I feel like Thanksgiving is a great movie to watch on this day, no matter where you are in the world, even if you're in America or if you're even in the UK. There we go. The rabbits. I've got an update to bring to you in regards to the rabbits. So my sister has managed to get a vet appointment for both of the rabbits, Daisy and Snowdrop, tomorrow. So the rabbits are going to be staying with my sister. My sister and her partner have gone to go and get a hutch, an indoor hutch, for them to stay in overnight. My sister's just asked me to clean out their hutch and obviously bring in all their bowls, their litter, all of that kind of stuff. So that's exactly what I've done. I brought in some of their boredom breakers as well. So basically the rabbits are in this carry case right here. You can see them. They're in this carry case right here. Somehow or other, I managed to do it all by myself. I don't know how I managed to handle the rabbits and put them in the carrying case. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I managed to do it. So there we go. So they are ready to go and stay with my sister for a couple of days. Hopefully I'll get them back next week, maybe, or maybe at the end of this week. We'll see what happens on that. But my sister is set to call me within the next 15 minutes or so to let me know that she is on her way to pick up the rabbits and all of their bits and pieces. But while I wait for her to pick them up, though, I'm just about to eat my dinner on this Thursday evening. Good afternoon, everybody. Friday afternoon, by the way, and I have been out for breakfast this morning. Breakfast today, I had a Toby Carvery breakfast, and I went for a Yorkshire pudding. I know that sounds a bit weird for a breakfast, but I went for a Yorkshire pudding with some gravy, some sausages, bacon, egg, baked beans, potato, an onion, some hash browns as well. And I also had some toast as well, and I had and a refillable soft drink as well, which my choice for that was Pepsi Max. I also have had a support session today as well. It was only for about an hour and 45-ish minutes. So I went to the office for that. Sat down with my support worker. We were just talking about just different things, catching up really on how I'm feeling and stuff. I was a little bit open with her, saying just how emotional I'm starting to get a little bit over Christmas and the fact it's my first one without my mum being here and stuff. And she was very understanding of the situation, really. So I have said to her, to be honest, that I'm considering seeing, and I won't find out until next week, I'm considering seeing if I can pick up as much overtime as possible in the morning at work over the Christmas period. So I'm going to see if I can, just for kind of a distraction, really, because, you know, I feel like, yes, even though I work in retail, and yes, you know, Christmas is there in my face, pretty much, you know, I'm being constantly reminded of Christmas whilst I'm at work, and all of that. But I just feel like just getting on, working, and just basically taking my mind off of stuff that's going on at home, like personally and stuff, like in my personal life. I feel like that's a really good distraction for me, you know. So there we go. But anyway, I'll see what I can do with my job, you know, in terms of overtime and stuff. I'll speak to my manager about that next week. But I have also been to B&M as well, because there was a couple of things that I did see yesterday in B&M, which I have decided to go and pick up today from B&M. So for my sister and her partner. So there we go. So I picked those up today, and I also picked up some snacky bits as well, because I haven't really got anything to eat snack-wise when I'm watching films and stuff. So I'll go through what I have picked up today. I picked up some pigs in blankets, crisps. I also picked up some party mix prawn cocktail flavoured. I do love my prawn cocktail. I've also picked up as well some penguins as well, mint penguins. I picked up some wagon wheels as well, so I picked these ones up. These are just, well, they're just wagon wheels. I don't think they're a flavour, but they're wagon wheels, either way. I also picked up another packet of wagon wheels, but these are these different? Oh, these ones are the jammy ones. So the blue packs are the jammy. I'm guessing the one with the red packet is non-jammy. I don't know. But either way, I picked up 2 packs of big pack wagon wheels. I picked up some extra strong mints as well, because I've decided that I want to start eating like soft mints as well, because I picked up soft mints as well by Trebor. I also picked up as well a Terry's chocolate mint as well. Not orange, it's mint flavoured. I do love this. This is $1.79, I believe, in B&M. So, yeah, good price. Not a bad price. And then finally, I decided, I'm going to put this on again, right? But finally, I decided I decided to basically, because that hat that I had a massive hole in it, as I've shown you at the start of the weekly vlog. So I decided to pick up this hat. There we go. It's a little bit, oh, there we are. Just got to get your bearings on it. There we are. That's better. So there we are. This hat does fit me. It's thermal insulated as well, and it's a one size hat as well. So there we go. Yeah, this hat does fit me as well. So, and again, keeping my ears nice and warm as well. So I'll have to show my sister the hat that she got me for Christmas, because yeah, that one tore. I don't know how, but it managed to tear a massive hole in the top of it. I don't know if she can fix it. Then brilliant. Then I'll still wear that hat as well as this one. But for the time being, whilst it's cold, you know, and I'm trying to keep my head nice and warm, I'm just going to have to make do and wear this one, I think, for now. This only costed me £4 in B&M anyway. So, there we go. So that is everything that I picked up from B&M, as well as my sister and her partner's Christmas presents, which I can't go into because, well, just in case. So I will tell you about what they got for Christmas from me during my Christmas Day episode of my vlog. I also just went over to the shop as well and picked up 2 Coca-Cola cherry bottles, 1.75 litres, £2.25 each, so £4.50 it costed me. Oh, I just spilt a little bit. Even a little bit on my trousers, lovely. Right, anyway, what I am going to do right now is I'm going to take a sip of that, and I'm also going to show you guys what I'm going to be watching on my iPad for the rest of this afternoon on this Friday afternoon. Starting off this Friday afternoon by watching the first 25 minutes of this morning's Chris Moyle show on Radio X on YouTube on my iPad. Over on ITVX, just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street. Gonna catch up with last night's episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here on ITVX on my iPad. So, I'm currently watching Now You See Me on Amazon Prime Video on my iPad. For my dinner this evening, I've got some sweet potato mash with 6 sausages. Simba. Hello, Jay. Hello, JJ. Simba, what are you doing? What are you doing? Doing some breakdancing. Hello, Jay. Hello, J. Breakdance, Simba. Breakdance. Breakdance, Simba. Simba, breakdance. Saturday night, and what you just saw there was a little glimpse of JJ and Simba at my sister's house, where I went this afternoon after I finished work. So obviously I've went to work, went to my sister's house, had a little bit of a catch up with my sister, and then after that I then just spent a little bit of time with JJ and Simba, whilst my sister and her partner were in the downstairs toilet, taking up the tiles on the wall and taking down the ceiling and all of that in their downstairs toilet. They're currently renovating that at the moment. And then after that, me, my sister and her partner, we took a trip up to Tower Park. I went to B&M in Tower Park. There I picked up my sister's partner's Christmas present, and I also picked up a miniature Christmas tree as well, which I will show you guys in next week's episode of the weekly vlog how that looks. I think it's probably going to look really, really awesome, but we will see in next week's episode of the weekly vlog when I do set it all up. And I also had a McDonald's for dinner as well. I had the Grinch fries that they're doing, where basically they've got like this gherkin kind of seasoning or something like that. It's a very weird taste, not gonna lie. It is nice though. So yeah, I did have that for my dinner this evening. We had a McDonald's at Tower Park, and then after that we had a quick stop by at my sister's old flat at the moment, because we wanted to just have a look at the new carpet that had been put in her old flat. My sister's still got the key to that until the middle of December, and then after that, that's it. They're no longer allowed in the property. So and also as well, there's some bits and pieces that are still there at the moment of my sister's and her partner's as well that they still need to collect before the property is completely vacant. So we had one last look around in there, really. Well, I did anyway. You know, I won't be going back there now. That's scary to think, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, I mean, we went in there, we had a look because they had some new flooring put down and stuff. And then we came back here and obviously, they unloaded the car, of all of my stuff that I had to bring in. And then after that, Monty, well, my sister went out to have a look at Monty. Monty threw up. So my sister seems to think it might be the cat litter that might be causing him to throw up. We don't know. I seem to think it might be because he's having pouches of wet food, but it's not being spaced out, if that makes sense. So, for example, last night, I gave him a pouch of wet food with his dry food. I gave him that at around about 8 o'clock last night. This morning, before I went to work, I then gave him another pouch at 5 a.m. I don't know if it's because you've kind of got to space out the time between him having these pouches. I genuinely don't know. I've never really looked after a cat, so I really don't know. I mean, my sister seemed to think that wasn't the case. Like, you don't need to space out, the meals for a cat, like, in terms of their wet food and stuff. The only reason why I gave him a pouch this morning is because I knew that I weren't going to be back home until around about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. And then I was like, well, I could give him one now and then not give him one until before I go to bed tonight. But that does not work. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So my sister seemed to think it's because he's been put on different litter, and that might have been the reason why he's been throwing up. I mean, I genuinely don't know. There's been, apart from today, there's just been one day where he's vomited everywhere in the utility room, and I've had to clean it up. But my sister said if he does do it again, take a photo, send it to her, and then she'll have a look into it in more detail, I guess. Maybe it might be the case he might need to go to the vets. I don't know. We'll see what happens on that. But yeah, anyway, apart from that though, Monty is fine. I mean, my sister's just come over, cleaned out his litter tray, and put his normal litter that she normally gives to him. She's popped that down in his litter tray as well. So I don't know. It might be that. We'll just see what happens, I guess. I mean, if he throws up now that he's got his litter, if he throws up now, then it's probably to do with the fact that, his wet food pouches are not being spaced out. Unintentionally not being spaced out, So, because I genuinely don't know. Do you have to leave it 12 hours before you give the cat another pouch of wet food? Because, I mean, I gave him a pouch at 8 o'clock last night. His next pouch was 5 a.m. this morning. I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, so I did enjoy spending some time with my sister today. I really did enjoy that as well. So yes, anyway, tomorrow, by the way, I am going to be going to work tomorrow, and straight after work, I do have a support session with my support worker and another client as well. Not sure what we're going to be getting up to. All I know is I'm meeting my support worker in Bournemouth tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So that's just after I finish work. But that's all I know. That's all I know that I'm doing at the moment. I think we are going to go for a bite to eat somewhere. I will tell you more about it maybe in the next scene of the weekly vlog. So obviously I'm going to leave my camera here whilst I'm at work tomorrow and stuff, because I'm just going to be going to work and then going to see my support. And in all honesty, I can't film me being at work, and I can't film me being with my support. So there we go. Excuse me. So I'll try and if I'm eating out somewhere, I'll try and get some video footage. Okay? Like on my phone. And I'll talk to you about what we're up to. But other than that though, I am now going to head off to bed, because I do have work tomorrow. It's gone 10:30 on this Saturday night as well. And also as well, by the way, I'm just going to put it out there now that I'm going to talk to you guys about the 12 days of Vlogmas in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. Will next week's episode of the weekly vlog be the final weekly vlog of 2025? Or is there going to be one more to go after next week's episode of the weekly vlog is released? Well, I'll tell you more details about that in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. I will probably talk about it halfway through the weekly vlog, okay? What's going on in terms of 12 days of Vlogmas and stuff, because at this present moment, I still don't even know if I'm going to be doing 12 days of Vlogmas because of work commitments and stuff. But I'm not going to find out about my work commitments over Christmas until next week. So I will tell you about 12 days of Vlogmas in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. Whether that does happen or not, I will let you guys know. You know, if it's the case that, you know, my work commitments is pretty much, you know, pretty much every day until Christmas, then yeah, there's no way I'm going to be doing 12 days of Vlogmas, because otherwise it's just going to be me going, hello, good morning, it's Monday morning, I'm currently going to work, just got home from work. I don't know what else to film after that. Genuinely don't. But if there is no 12 days of Vlogmas though, that does give me enough time to do a Christmas special video for you guys, okay? And I will show you that either on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. I will get that video scheduled. I will reveal more details about that hopefully either in next week's vlog, or if there's a vlog the week after, I'll let you know then. Right, anyway, I'm going to get into my pyjamas and then I'm going to head off to bed. I've taken my nighttime medication as well. So, from me, it's good night, and I'll speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which is the final day of this week's episode of the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, and that is Sunday. Good evening, everybody. It is indeed Sunday evening. I was about to say Friday evening for a second, I don't know why. Sunday evening, by the way, and I've not long got home from work, and also seeing my support worker and his client as well. I am seeing my support worker again, the same support worker that I saw today. I'm seeing him again tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're going to go for a Beefeater breakfast tomorrow, so that'll be nice. I haven't done that with this support worker in a while, so yeah, so we're going to go for breakfast tomorrow. But I have also been to work as well today with my support worker. I obviously went out for lunch, went to Weatherspoons. I had a big cheeseburger there with some chips. And I also had an apple juice as well instead of having Coca-Cola. So that's what I had for my lunch. And then after that, we had a stroll along Bournemouth Beach and along Bournemouth Gardens as well. I do need to do some filming of the Christmas Tree Wonderland, and I promise that content is coming for you guys very, very soon on this channel, okay? I will do it during my Christmas special that I'm planning to do. Obviously, it won't be on Christmas Day. Well, you know, like the Christmas Tree Wonderland. It won't be set on Christmas Day, but you'll see it. You'll see it. You know, it'll probably be part of my Christmas Day vlog. Anyway, so yeah, so I went through Christmas Tree Wonderland with them. We had a bit of a walk along Bournemouth Beach. And then after that, we went to the arcades. Not the ones by Bournemouth Pier, but the one that's in Westover Road, which is just at the top of Bournemouth Town Centre. Which I have been there loads of times before. I do enjoy that arcade, so I'm not going to lie. It's a lot better. And I feel like I could play a lot more games using my credits and stuff on my card that you get in there. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really did enjoy it in there. And then after that, I then caught the bus back home. And I've just got into my pyjamas because I'm not going out anywhere else for the rest of this evening. And is that it? I think that's it. Oh, and I've just put a load of washing on as well, including my work uniform as well. So that is all in the wash at the moment, at this present moment. So yeah, so that is pretty much, guys, everything I've been up to today. I am expected to have a video call in a little bit with my friend Maxine, who I've not spoken to in a while. Obviously, you know, she's been busy. I've been a little bit busy as well. It's just life, isn't it, really? I have said to her that, you know, next year, maybe at the beginning of the year, or maybe, you know, within the first few months of 2026, we will definitely meet, because this year we haven't really met up. You know, we met at the beginning of January, literally 1 week after my mum passed away. She came down to support me, and she stayed in Bournemouth overnight, which I thought was really kind of her to do, you know, and we spent, what was it, like a Sunday afternoon together, and then a Monday morning together, I believe. You know, so that was really, really nice. So yeah, so it definitely, for sure, we should definitely meet, I reckon. You know, I have said this to her already, like, you know, I feel like next year in January, or maybe within the first few months of 2026, we should definitely meet. Speak of the devil, she's video calling me right now, so I'm going to take this video call, and I'll speak to you guys in the next scene of the vlog. So, I have just made myself a flask of tea on this Sunday evening. And also as well, I've just put my dinner on. I'll show you what I've got for dinner tonight in the next scene of the weekly vlog. Also put my washing from the washing machine into the tumble dryer out in the utility room as well. Over on YouTube on my iPad, just about to catch up with a surprise off the hook video that got released 20 minutes ago at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog, which is Daz and Will try the worst pregnancy cravings. So I'm going to watch that for the next half an hour on YouTube on my iPad. And just very quickly as well, just wanted to give you a bit of an update in regards to Maxine. She's doing okay. We just had a bit of a catch up on a video call with one another. And hopefully, fingers crossed, all being well, we are planning to meet in the new year, okay? We have said that we've both agreed it's been a while since we last met up, so we're going to meet in the new year, okay? And I will vlog it. I will vlog it, because I know how much you guys love when me and Maxine film together. We're chaotic. We are absolutely chaotic together when we film, honestly. So yeah, so we will film together in the new year, that's for sure, when my weekly vlogs do return for 2026. Right now, though, gonna stick with YouTube on my iPad and watch Off the Hook for today. This is what I've got for my dinner this evening. I have got 2 salmon, spinach and lemon fish cakes with some chips and mixed veg. About to watch yesterday's episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here on ITVX on my iPad. Pin up this week's episode of the weekly vlog right here, as I'm just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran on Discord on my iMac. Once I've done that, I'm then heading off to bed. Thank you for watching this week's episode of the weekly vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below to become a Stevo. I will be back next week with your next YouTube video. Another Steve's weekly vlog episode. It may possibly be the last weekly vlog I'll be doing for 2025. We'll see. It might be the penultimate weekly vlog of 2025. Again, we'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. From me, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching. See you guys again in my next YouTube video.